My feet are freaking cold and I need to put my slippers on.
Really? Because my feet
It drives me insane when my feet have that, that feeling when you don't have shoes on.
Yeah. I have my shoes off too. My feet are, it's hot in here, man.
It's hot in here, but I have weird feet. I don't know. I got to get my slippers. I'll be right back.
Time in.
We're time in. I got my slippers on.
Time in. Glen's got his slippers on. Feeling good. Glen's got toasty toes for tender time.
Toasty toes.
Tender time with toasty toes with Glen.
They drip with infinite emotion and ache with the pain of 1,000 broken hearts. They don't whisper their way into your memory, they drift in, like a soft breath on a foggy window. These delicate delights are what Glen, Dave, and Jimmy lovingly call the tenders. Crystalline choruses of floating fragility, intimately breakable sonic seductions, slow burns, and velvet cuts. This is the hush before the tears. It's Top 5 Tender Tunes on this episode of the 5x3.
Hey, welcome to the 5x3. We're going to get right into this because we were just talking off camera. We do not share any of our answers, but we were just talking about today's list, Top 5 Tender Tunes, and we have apparently some really good ones today. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Glen.
Dave.
Let's jump into this. We also talked off camera briefly because we didn't want to get too heavy into this, but the definition of tender and what we sort of determined was tender is obviously up for interpretation. It could mean so many different things. It could be beautiful, sad, heartbreaking. It could, all sorts of different, even, I have a song in here it seems almost victorious, but it's so tender, there's all sorts of things that can.
Tender victory.
Yeah. Tender victory. Yeah. Let's not talk about that. But anyway,
wow. That could mean so many things.
Here we go. Let's jump into it. Dave's going to kick things off today. Dave, your number 5, tenderize us.
Okay, here we go. My definition of tender, I guess it's, I've said this on the show before. It's kind of what it makes me feel. Maybe not classically tender. I don't know. I don't even know how to define the word.
Classically tender.
How do you define the word? It's just it makes you feel something. Usually, eliciting a tear here and there. So my number 1 is.
My
number 5. I'm already to go.
He's so overtaken by tender emotions. He's going straight to number 1.
My number 5. Sometimes duets can be a little odd. Sometimes they can be a little strange pairing. This may be the best pairing of 2 singers in a style that I've ever encountered. This is from 1986 off the So album, Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush with Don't Give Up.
Oh, yes.
This is the song that made me cry today.
That's a good one.
Peter Gabriel, what I've researched is Peter Gabriel was inspired by seeing some Depression era photos. And this was during the 80s, and he kind of likened it to what was going on in England at the time under the government. He was seeing a lot of poverty, a lot of people in despair. Having Kate Bush sing it with him is so haunting. It's so beautiful. Their parts are amazing. And I love the fact that he's despairing through almost the whole song, and she is very encouraging through the whole song, which I think is just such a great difference, and it's probably true in a lot of relationships. One person's down, the other picks them up, and the way Kate Bush sings this song is haunting. She gets to I was talking about some maybe lyric highlights when she sings the lyric "Don't give up, there's a place where we belong" at the end of her chorus. That's the part that drove me over the edge today.
Did you swerve?
I tried to jerk back on the road, but it's just so I can't imagine 2 people singing this song, other people singing this song together. I think he wrote a beautiful song. Tony Levin plays a beautiful bass part. It's produced by Daniel Lanois, who's a perfect producer for Peter Gabriel. It's just such a great relationship song in the sense of when things aren't going great, you can still find something good in it. And I think that's her part in this. And I also love that the song ends with her. She's the one that's saying, we're going to do this. We're going to get through this. Don't give up. And I think that's just a great sentiment. That is my number 5. I think it's a great example of, I mean, is it tender if it just makes you cry? I mean, I guess that could be the definition.
I think that song also has, and some of mine do as well, I think along with Tender, that song has a fragility to it. It just feels like, it's just so delicate.
It is. The whole thing is delicate. There is a kind of a B section where he comes in and hits a great note. I can't think of the lyric offhand, but most of it is just sung so delicately, especially her, and almost she's like on the head of a pin, like it could fall apart at any second. But it's Kate. I mean, it's Kate Bush. That's what she does. She's amazing at that.
Yeah, and all the instrumentation in that song is so soft. Yeah. The bass is soft. It's probably Levin playing a Chapman or whatever. Yeah. And everything's just cloudy and floats. But awesome one. Super jealous of that. Glenn, make me jealous. You're number 5.
My number 5 is a song called "Lonely Rainbows." It's by Vanessa Paradis.
I remember you telling me about her. I remember listening to her.
And it is on her self-titled album, which is she's a French singer. This is her only entirely English speaking album. It is produced by Lenny Kravitz. For everyone that's not familiar with Vanessa Paradis and this album in particular, it might as well be a Lenny Kravitz album. He played multiple instruments. He co-wrote the whole thing. Wrote or co-wrote. Vanessa Paradis' voice is just so beautiful and unique. In this song in particular, I've classified it as a magical escape from reality, Tender.
Ooh, that's nice. That's the subgenre.
And I should also mention, Lenny sings on it as well. So you could classify it as a duet. You have to think of this song as a sexy tender over the rainbow.
I remember when you played that for me years ago. Told me about it. I think it was on. I mean, what year was it released? Because I think you told me about it years ago.
This is 1992.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm excited to go revisit that. That's a great one. Vanessa Paradis, Glenn's number 5. Rainbows and
Lonely Rainbows.
It's called Lonely Rainbows.
Lonely Rainbows.
Lonely Rainbows. Very cool. All right.
Nice.
My number 5, not a duet, but it does have 2 guys singing at the same time. If that counts, it's one is Timothy B. Schmidt, and the other singing is the writer of the song and the lead singer on the song, Steve Lukather. And this is from 1982. This is "I Won't Hold You Back" by Toto. One quick little note is that I won this album, Toto 4, along with Foreigner 4, off a radio station, calling in and being number 9 when I was a little kid.
Nice.
The reason Toto played on everybody's records in the 80s is because of just how incredible they are. In this song, if you listen to the discipline in this song, it's insane. The restraint that the band shows. They're just refusing to let this thing take off. They're just pulling it back and just keeping it back, and they're touching everything, almost everything in the song. I mean, there are some guitars and stuff, but I would say his guitar solo, which was an improvised guitar solo that he decided at the last minute he wanted to put in the song while they were recording the orchestra. He's like, I just realized this actually does need a guitar solo. And he went and played it in one take, and that's what's on the record. Of course, that was the case with most of Lukather's solos. But from note 1, when you go back and listen to this song, you just hear from the very beginning how much restraint there is, and how much they understand we're going deep tender here. This is Lukather. He wrote this song because he broke up with, or I don't know who broke up, but he split up with a longtime girlfriend, and he was hurting. And so they understood the magnitude of how delicate this needed to be. And you hear that in all of their playing. And it's so, every musician in the band, you just go, And you know, that's Toto, right? They know what to do when you tell them.
Professionals.
Well, actually, you don't tell them. You don't have to tell those guys anything. Oh, Steve just broke up with his girlfriend and he just wrote this song. We know what to do.
You know what to do. Yeah.
So it's a great song. It's off Toto 4, and it's a wonderful song. Check it out and listen to Toto be so Toto.
Like you said, they're the ultimate professional band that I guess they know exactly when to hold back and when not to, you know?
Taking Dave right from the title of the song. I won't hold you back.
We won't, but we will.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Came right around there full circle. My time is up, and going to swing it back to Dave for your number 4.
All right, number 4. This song I've always loved. When I heard this band's first, I think I heard their song in a Tower Records or something, and I think I was there, I heard it on the radio, and I was at Tower Records. I heard it again, so I decided to buy it. This is Train. It's their first album from 1998, and the song is called I Am. And it's kind of I don't want to say a life retrospective, but it's a life kind of like, have I lived, this guy who's singing this song, he's singing about, have I lived my life the way I think I should be living it? Or am I doing the right things for my friends, for my family, for my kids? And it's a very introspective song. And he's just kind of wondering, am I living the way I want to be living? And, you know, just quickly, like the first verse, I've never been on a railroad as many times as they passed me by. I've never crashed in the desert or seen a rodeo. I don't know much about the world wars or Vietnam. I've yet to read about Uncle Tom. Never climbed a real rock or seen Colorado. So he's kind of like trying to think of why haven't I done these things, you know? And the reason I think it's tender is because as a man, as a father, as a son, as a friend, you always kind of wonder, like, am I living my life the way up to my standards? You know, am I doing the things that I want to be doing, and am I treating people the way I want to treat them? And for some reason, it's always just stuck with me ever since I've heard this song. It's one of my favorite songs. Quickly back to the lyrics again. The last thing he says is, am I the son I think I am? Am I the friend I think I am? Am I the father I think I am? Am I the man I think I want to be? Especially at being a father, that just hits hard for me, you know, is because as we are all fathers, and are we doing the right things for our family, for our friends, for our parents, you know? And it's, for that reason, it's tender to me, because I try to do those things, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it, but everybody questions themselves at some times. And when you think back over your life or what you're doing, you know, have you lived up to what you expect from yourself? And that, I guess, I don't know what the category of tender is. Not self-tenderness, but self-reflection tenderness, I guess. Yeah, so that's my number 4.
Introspective tenderness.
Yeah,
that's what I would say that song is.
Yeah,
that's my number 4.
That is really good. Wow, that I can't wait to listen to that one.
I started welling them up while Dave was talking about it.
I know. I don't think I can go on.
Train is a very interesting band to me, because they're, on the surface, they're very kind of poppy and, like, you know, a little vanilla. But I think their first record is actually really good. It's a good kind of American just rock record, you know.
I think they're a cut above, you know. I think as musicians, they're a cut above the kind of that genre of music that was happening in the right around the 2000s.
Yeah, late 90s.
Late 90s.
Early 2000s.
I think they were better musicians.
I mean,
they
had some hits, you know. They had some big hits.
I love Drops of Jupiter. Love it.
Yeah, it's a great pop song.
You can't deny that's a great song.
Their first album to me is what they really are, or what I want them to be, you know. And this song especially has just always stuck with me from them. So,
well, thank you for that one. That's yet another. I have a feeling I'm gonna be going immediately when we're done with the show and checking out all these songs.
All these songs, I know.
Very quickly.
Everyone needs a good cry.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thanks for that one, Dave. Glenn, you're number 4.
My number 4, I've classified as apprehensive love tender.
Apprehensive love tender.
Provided to you by Steve Perry. Oh. Foolish Heart, everybody. Oh. Foolish Heart.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
I might need a moment.
God.
Foolish Heart. That's a good
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is tender.
All right. Glenn, continue because I have a lot of thoughts.
I have nothing really written down about this one because it's just tender from the first moment. It's a sonic Tenderdome. It's like
Welcome to the Tenderdome.
Yeah. It's an all-timer.
really.
Yeah.
Is this beyond the Tenderdome?
Oh man.
Or is this?
I don't know.
I mean,
Probably not. Yeah.
This is one of the most comforting pieces of music I've ever experienced in my life. We'll start with Steve Perry's voice, but that's not the first thing you hear, right? You're instantly pulled into the mood and being apprehensive about falling in love again.
A timeless tale.
It's a timeless tale.
it is.
And
A timeless tender tale.
you don't even have to relate to the lyrics in this one because even if you can't understand a word he's saying or you don't speak English or whatever,
You know it's tender time.
the melody and the instrumentation just tell you what it is. So,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah.
Dave, you had some thoughts.
You're absolutely right. It takes you to the tenderest of tender places right from the first note. And you're right, the instrumentation, the way the drums are played, the bass, his voice, you're right. Like you could drop an alien onto planet Earth playing that song and he'd cry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it's just that beautiful. The way everything is, it's almost like a perfect love song it's not even a love song. You're right. He's apprehensive about, he's worried about falling in love again.
Yeah, but he's going to do
perfect.
it. He's going to do it.
Of course he's going to do it.
He's going to do it.
But it's perfectly done. Yeah. It's perfectly done. You can't describe that feeling of being afraid to fall in love without playing that song. Like that song describes the feeling perfectly.
Yeah.
Think about how passionately he's singing to himself.
Oh yeah.
He's singing to his own foolish heart.
That's right.
It's like you can't pull that off unless you're Steve freaking Perry.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
How did he do that? He's like, singing to his heart.
He's singing to his heart.
To his own heart.
Oh my God.
Just
this is
quickly,
next level.
What is the year? What's the year on that?
It is the Tenderdome.
1984.
Okay. Wow.
It is beyond Tenderdome.
That is bold, man.
Yeah.
What he's doing?
Yeah.
How do you, and he's given it the business. You know what I mean?
Journey at the height of their powers. And he's like, I'm going to go do a solo record and I'm going to record Oh Sherry and Foolish Heart. I mean, two of the greatest songs ever.
And I've said this before. This is a better album than Raised on Radio.
I also think it's the best sounding. Like it sounds better than Journey records. I don't know how that happened.
Punchy and smooth and
it's glossy. Yeah.
And glossy. Yeah.
Because like Raised on Radio, you could say was like that. Was more quote unquote 80s sounding.
Yeah,
it had that
more polish,
like bigger snare but Street Talk was not that. It was more. It was pulled back a little bit more than that.
But that solo record, I totally agree. It sounds way better than Frontiers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what was going on.
Frontiers was 83.
And seriously, every single song on it is great. Every single one of them. And you can't say that about Frontiers.
No, you can't.
This is a precious album for me. Because I mean, Foolish Heart isn't the only one that strikes the tender chord either. But I think if we're gonna just try and explain what it means for Steve Perry to be tender, it's Foolish Heart.
Man. Oh man, yeah.
I mean,
that's a good one, man. Yeah. Wow, Glenn going beyond the Tenderdome.
You put a stake through my heart with that one. That was a good one.
Man, I feel like I need to just stop down and go listen to it right now. The last two that you guys have. So this one, you good?
I'm good. I'm good. And all right, let me start welling them up.
You've reached your tear threshold.
All right, so my number 4 is a newer artist, Leon Bridges, a song called Beyond, and it's a specific mix of the song. It's called the Vibe tape mix, which is very different than the original mix of the song that's on his second album, Good Thing. His first record was great, very sort of neo soul. It's kind of like a throwback record. It said they made it sound retro, the first record, Coming Home. Next record was very contemporary, upbeat stuff. Great, just an awesome record. Good Things, it's really a lot of fun. Super solid songs all the way, like great songs, not solid songs. They're amazing, great record. But this song on the album mix is it's almost like a country version. It sounds kind of countrified, and it's great. It's good. The song's still there. Sounds very similar in terms of. All the melodies are there, all the harmonies are there and stuff like that. So it's all there, but it's just the Vibe tape mix, which is on a little EP just called Beyond, the name of the song. The third track is the Vibe tape mix. And they did exactly what he said he wanted it to sound like. He wrote this song for his wife, who wasn't his wife at the time. They were soon to be wife.
Courtship?
Yeah. So he wrote this song for her. Beautiful song. And it's fantastic chorus. I mean, all of it's good. The verses are great. The pre-chorus is great. The chorus is unbelievable. But this mix goes Tender Time, and it's like full on. It's just a whole other animal than the other song. They loaded it. He told them, I want a mix that sounds like it's on an old cassette. And so it's got this, heavy tape saturation. The drum sound, they're very minimal. Like you can tell that whoever programmed the drums was like, no more than this. There's just no more. This will go nowhere further than this. There's just a couple amazing things about this song, and then we can move on. Like the guitars in it are like crying. The guitar player just makes it cry. It sounds like a guitar crying. And then, of all things, the only Tender tune of all time to have talk box in it. It has
Tender talk box.
Like
Tender talk box.
Man in the Box, Peter Frampton, Living on a Prayer, talk box.
Yeah.
That is in this song, and it's tender. How do you tenderize a talk box? You will find out when you hear this song.
I'm very curious now.
Yeah, me too.
So
I didn't know it was possible.
Yeah, and the drums are just like, when you hear the drums, you can tell that they're just like, this song is not ever going to leave Tenderville. We're staying right here.
Some more holding back. Some more.
Okay, hold it back.
Yeah, I like that.
Hold it back.
So yeah, that's my number 4. Beyond.
Yeah, nice.
Leon
Very excited
Bridges.
to hear that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Just make sure you get that mix, the Vibe tape mix. And
Vibe
back to
tape mix.
Dave for your number 3.
Okay, my number 3. I picked this one for a number of reasons. It's a great love song, but I really picked it for one. There's one line those 2 lines. So there's one line that really stands out. This is it's actually a live performance from 1981, Songs in the Attic. It's Billy Joel with She's Got Away.
Yes.
So this was originally on Cold Spring Harbor, his debut album, and the story is kind of famous that they screwed it up when they mastered it, and it was too fast. Mm-hmm. So you hear like the original version, it sounds like a chipmunk, and then the live version recorded at the Paradise in Boston is just so good. It's a timeless song. It's just classic. It's a great love song. He wrote it for his, I don't know if she was his wife at the time, but his first wife. It's one man's feelings about the woman he loves, and that kind of indescribable thing that I think a lot of men feel for women and the women they love, their wives or whoever. It's how do you describe it? If someone asked you, why do you love your wife or the person that you love? How do you tell them, the things that you know just instinctively? It's some of the lyric highlights. I mean, permit me to be a little extra tender here. I asked my wife if it was okay to tell this story, and she said yes. Okay. So there's a line in this song that reminds me so much of her for one specific reason, and the line is, she's got a smile that heals me. I don't know why it is, but I have to laugh when she reveals me. Glenn, it was at your wedding in New York, and I don't know what we were doing. I was just kind of across the room. She was across the room from me. She was getting us a drink. And she looked at me and she smiled. And that was the moment I was like, that's like, she's the one. Like, it was that moment. And whenever I hear this line, it always reminds me of that moment.
Wow.
So,
Jeez, now I'm getting emotional.
I know. I might have to grab a tissue.
I don't know how I'm holding it together right now, but it's okay.
I know you're doing quite a.
It's such a great performance of it too. There's another lyric. She's got a light around her, and everywhere she goes, a million dreams of love surround her everywhere. I just think it's that indescribable thing that you feel for someone that you can't put a finger on it. It just is. And I think that's what he's describing in this song. I think I cried to this one the other day when I put it on the list. So that is my number 3. She's Got Away, Billy Joel.
Wow, what a story. That's
our show for tonight, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think we can go any further from here. I know I can't talk.
Okay, what? I'm back around again.
Yeah, we're
man, time flies, doesn't it?
Time is going.
Back to Glen and the Tender Dome for number 3.
Okay, my number 3, I have classified as loneliness tender. The kind of loneliness that maybe it provokes you to do something you shouldn't do as a desperate act to not be lonely. This song is Need You Now by Lady A.
Great song.
I really can't get enough of this song. I mean, and back to the duet again. There's just something about these two voices in this song. I believe them. I believe every word they're saying. You're buying it, 100%. I think it's just a passionate performance. The story it tells. I don't know what it is about the story. It's so simple, It's wanting to call someone in the middle of the night to avoid being lonely, even though you probably shouldn't call this person, but they're feeling the same thing on the other end, and you both know that you shouldn't. It's so perfectly constructed as a song.
It's a fantastic song. There's 3 of them. There's 2 main singers, right? And then there's kind of the guy who does kind of the backup stuff.
Yeah.
Their voices are it's not surprising they're a band because their voices blend just so perfectly together. Her voice especially just floats on top. It's just so nice. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And that song is great. I feel the same way. I mean, it's a great sing along song. It's a great, because everyone's been in that situation, when you're dating someone or whatever it is, and you call the person you shouldn't. You call your ex the wrong,
and it's got that Nashville, it's co-written by this Nashville songwriter. So that they wrote it with this guy, Josh Keir, who's a Nashville songwriter who has, a million songs to his credit. I love this kind of country. I really do. It's authentic, but modern.
Yeah, it's that modern, like, country pop that's not kitschy.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it now is just kitsch and like party music. But that's not. That's got definitely old school country elements to it, but done in a modern way. It's great. It's a great song. Yeah.
It's simple. I love the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
So my number 3, Need You Now by Lady A.
Lady A. Thank you, Glenn. All right. More stuff I haven't heard that one in a while, but I guess I don't know where you hear this stuff anymore.
My daughter kind of brought that around, couple maybe like last year or something. She kind of discovered it, and I heard it a lot then.
Yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, this is the first thing in a while that has been on my list that I can't grab a CD or vinyl because it's just existed in my life on Apple Music and Spotify.
All right, well, my number 3. Let's get into it. My number 3 is from 1971. Almost, we're going way back in the time machine here. This was. As a child, not in 1971, child much later, thankfully. It was one of the first songs I learned on piano after I'd kind of learned piano, and it's not a piano song. So it always stuck out in my head when I was playing the piano. I'm like, there's no piano in this song. It was always kind of stuck out in my head. But anyway, the song is If by the band Bread. There aren't enough adjectives to describe how tender this one is for me. It's just so, there's not much to it. There's just like a guitar and then this kind of electric wah that kind of strums through it. It's like wow, wow, kind of like air that I breathe from the Hollies, that kind of sound to it, that early 70s guitar. This song is one of the most beautiful vocals ever. And I don't ever want to hear, for all the Radiohead fans out there, and I do like plenty of Radiohead, but I don't ever want to hear it again from Tom York. I haven't for years, ever since Radiohead came out. And Tom York goes around and puts all these people on blast who supposedly copy them or his vocal style. And he puts them all on blast and he's really rude about it. And I'm like, dude, seriously, you stole David Gates so hard. Like, for everyone out there, especially Radiohead fans, go listen to If by Bread. And this is not just, I don't want to start anything with Radiohead fans. I love Radiohead.
Yeah, you're just pointing something out.
I think Tom York has a great voice. But if you go listen to this song, you'll see where that voice came from. He's literally, you almost at times cannot tell the difference between their two voices. And it's very much a stylistic thing. So there was an effort made. Tonally, yes, but you can hear it in all the little dips and all the little things, vocal acrobats and stuff. It's all right there. That was where he got this stuff from. So don't slam other singers who are doing their own thing and probably copying David Gates, not him. So anyway, I just had to get off my lawn moment there. But the song has a couple distinctions that are pretty cool. One, it has no chorus. It's two verses and basically a bridge, a couple bridges that are definitely not choruses. So it's a absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. One of my favorites of all time. It was one of the most covered soft rock songs of the 70s. And Sinatra did it. Sinatra covered it. And lastly, Telly Savalas.
Ooh.
Kojak. Had a #1 hit with it in the UK.
Wow.
I did not know Telly Savalas sang it all.
Telly.
But somehow he had a #1 and Sinatra didn't with it. So,
well, but even if Frank does it, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frank's going to do the best.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it was covered by a gazillion, people back then. It's like a 2 minute, 20-second song. One of those ones that just gets in, gets out, and it's just breaks your heart fast and it's gone. So
I just pulled it up. It's beautiful. And it's absolutely Tom York.
It's immediate, isn't it? You don't have to
It's
think.
immediate.
Yeah. You don't have to think about it.
I scooted in a little bit,
to the middle,
quarter of the way into the song.
Middle. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure I've heard it. I just have to go back.
Yeah, I can't wait to go
to all these.
Give this a proper listen.
Yeah, it's you guys I know you guys will dig it. It's it is tasty.
Can we talk about the name Bread for a moment, though?
That's a problem. I don't want to talk about that. Then that's gonna diminish.
That's a doozy, man.
We'll save that for the bad band names.
Yeah, I think that's on my list already. I started that bad name list, and I think Bread's on there.
Yeah,
Bread. And back then, bread in the 70s was money, so it's even weirder.
Yeah. Bread, man.
Hey, man, you got my bread?
Hey, man, you got any bread?
Yeah. It's not good.
Low on bread.
Yeah,
was
bread, man.
I think there's a story about how they ended up with that really bad name, but they also did songs like "Everything I Own." I will give it. Well, can't sing. They don't. You can't. We can't sing on these things because they'll get nicked. But they take you down if you sing anything now.
It's getting out of control.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. Beato and them they're doing some rage videos on all the copyright strikes. So I will not sing it. But "Everything I Own" was covered as well by lots and lots of bands, and that is an amazing song as well. Not quite as tender, but Oh my gosh, what an amazing song. So check out Everything I Own as well. Anyway,
Nice.
On to Dave with his number 2.
Okay, number 2. A couple weeks ago, I was driving to Las Vegas to see my wife. She was there, and you might say I was on a highway run into the midnight sun.
Ooh.
This is Faithfully by Journey from 1983 off the Frontiers album.
Yep.
Wow. Were you on a tour bus? And
No, but I did. When you're in the car on a long road trip and you just have to sing every note of every song,
'Cause you can.
And and it made me because I knew we were going to do this list even back then, and I just immediately welled them up. What can you say about this song? Jonathan Cain wrote the song. He heard the melody in a dream, or at least that's the story, and then wrote the song.
He did
about
it.
He
heard it in a dream, and he was able to remember it.
It's elusive. I know.
Holy
I know.
Okay.
And it's just so beautifully sung, beautifully played. It's so catchy. The piano part. The subject of, yes, he's missing his girl, but it's even more about the life of a touring band and how you are away from the people you love. I actually saw this on someone was I don't know if they were reacting to it on YouTube, but they did sort of an analysis of it, and someone in the comments, and I thought this was really poignant, wrote, this guy was a roadie. He wrote, as a roadie, I just have to say that it's not just hard on the artists, it's hard on the crew as well. Your family back home gets into a rhythm when you're gone, and you disrupt their rhythm when you get back home. You feel like a stranger amongst the people you love, and they've changed and grown since you've last seen them. So have you. It's like coming home to strangers with familiar faces. I thought that was really poignant and
This guy
very
needs
well
to write songs.
Very well put. And I think that is the point of the song. It's like, yes, he's missing his girl, but it's like, there's that line, 2 strangers learn to fall in love again.
Yeah.
I get the joy of rediscovering you. And by the way, when he hits the word fall, 2 strangers learn to fall in love again. I think that is the purest note ever sung on planet Earth. That one word, it just immediately throws me into I can't even believe his voice sounds like that. It's just perfect. And there's always the obvious stuff of the relationship, the guy and the girl. But this one always gets me. It's a classic song. I don't know if it's Steve Perry's best performance overall, but it's up there. And that one line just kills me every time. My number 2, Faithfully.
I mean, I'm still
Journey.
thinking about he heard it in a dream. I've always dreamed of writing a hit song in a dream.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
but the dream didn't give you the song.
But it's to remember a melody from a dream. I mean, that is something special.
that's
because
the
we can
story.
all remember images and scenarios and weird things, but that's a gift.
I think it did. I mean, if I remember, it happened to me once where I did wake up and I remembered some riff that I was playing in the dream, but it wasn't good. Right. I mean,
you
it was
remembered
not
it.
usable.
Yeah.
It's like you wake up and you go, oh, what was that? And you play, you're like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
It wasn't faithfully.
It wasn't faithfully. So I did not have the
That's
forethought.
not faithfully.
My dreams are not like Jonathan Cain's, But yeah,
Put it on the
And
scrap heap. It's not faithfully.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good enough.
Yeah, this pile over here, these are all melodies I remember from my dreams. Don't use those.
Those are terrible.
Oh, I've done that before with my phone in the middle of the night. Grab my phone, hit the voice recorder, and I'll sing. And I'll try to sing
That's what
something.
you have to do.
Half asleep.
Otherwise, it's gone.
I did it many times though, and the next day I'll listen to it. I'm like, "What the hell's that?" It's like the melodies in like some sort of other, I don't know, but it never usually makes any sense. So
that's awesome.
No argument there, Dave. Faithfully, Journey number 2. Glenn, your number 2.
If you've had an honest, serious moment with this one, your tenderness has no boundary. Okay.
Wow.
Bring it.
You were making, these are like, you're drawing some lines here.
This song was written by Eric Carmen from the Raspberries. Though I'm not going to talk about his version. The song is All By Myself by Celine Dion.
Wow.
Wow.
You went all the way to the top.
I did.
Tender.
I did.
Doesn't get any higher in the top of the chain than Celine.
I never connected with Celine, ever, until I discovered how passionately I love her version of All By Myself. I'm not kidding. I went on a deep dive. I started watching live performance after live performance.
She's
I
a
went
monster.
back. I listened to the
Yeah.
Eric Carmen version, and you know, just to get some history, and you know, I knew that. I mean, that I think we all, growing up at the time we grew up, had heard that, and it came out in '75. But so 1996, Celine does All By Myself on her the Falling Into You album. One thing that's important to know about this song is it's produced by David Foster. And if there is ever an example of the genius of David Foster, it is all in this tune.
Wow.
Everything. It's all in there. It is one of the most masterful examples of pop music production I could ever reference.
Wow. I got another one I got to go see immediately.
So this,
I know I've heard it.
the structure of this song, talk about holding back. The build that goes on from start to end in this song is incredible, and you don't even realize it's happening to you. And I started really paying attention to the drum sound, starting at the beginning of the song versus the end. There's like 4 different drum sounds going on in this song, and they step. They're just steps going up, and by the end of it, it is spectacular. Like you could take those drums and put them in a pop metal power ballad, but they don't start out that way. The power of her voice, the sincerity of this performance is it literally well them up every time, and I crank the hell out of this thing. I don't know if you guys have ever done this with this tune, but I want to say I never did it until maybe 2 years ago was when I had this breakthrough moment with this song. Like this is incredible. And my appreciation of her voice just, now I'm not a fan of her entire catalog, you know, not by a long shot.
My Heart Will Go On's not on your list?
No, it might start and end with this song.
Whether you're a fan or not of hers, you know, automatic respect. I mean, you know, she can do it. She has it, you know, she always has. And yeah, same thing. I don't listen to Celine Dion ever, but I know what she does and I totally respect it. And like, it just is what it is. It's like, yes, she's one of the best singers in history, probably. Performer, everything.
I think I've heard that version like years ago. I've heard it. I just don't. Yeah, it's like a lot of things now. It's like, where do you hear anything? And no one listens to radio. You know, I don't know, no one. But I mean, you don't. You know, how often do you listen to the radio? How do you listen? You know, where do you hear this stuff anymore? Unless it's in your own list. So
well, it's not even. It's not going to necessarily pop up on my Spotify when I'm just going through random.
Right.
It's not
your
part
algorithm.
Of my algorithm.
I forget what led me to it. I just I don't know.
But is it bomb? It sounds like you were talking about the drums. It sounds like the track builds and does get bombastic, which makes for an interesting tender, because, you know, most tenders don't get bombastic.
The way I see it is the emotion gets so heavy, and the power of her voice. You have to build something to support the maximum power of her voice. And that's what David Foster did with this. And you have to start it in a certain place, or there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And that's the interesting part of the production is she's not going full on from the top, but her not going full on is still it still packs some power. So as a study of production, it's really quite something. And the drum fills with the retard in them pulling back at the end of a drum fill, like way behind the beat and then coming back. I mean, there's some really clever stuff, which did happen in the original. To some degree, they kept a lot of the big signature parts of the original version, but
well, I'm sure David Foster is very humble about it. I'm sure he's very gracious.
Of course.
I don't know if you've seen any.
Oh yeah, I watched the doc on David Foster.
Yeah, he's pretty pleased with himself.
Well, you know what? I gotta say, so when I worked at Atlantic Records, his label 143 Records was distributed by Atlantic, and they had offices in our building. The nature of my job was to float around and work for whoever needed help, and 143 Records often needed help. Whatever, answering the phones, doing mailers, whatever it was, and he was super nice. He was super nice. Him and his sister.
Oh, that's good to hear, because he comes off a little not that way. In some of the things I've seen him in.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed working, and whenever I went down there, I actually really enjoyed it.
Maybe that's just how he is kind of on camera, and he's just a little, funny. It could be a sense of humor, actually, just to be kind of like snarky and cocky about, what he's done. And he can be. The guy's got like his whole house filled with like Grammys.
It's a lot.
Yeah. The guy's made some fantastic records. No denying his talent. That is for sure. Number 2 for Glenn, All By Myself, Celine Dion. That was not on my bingo card, by the way. Dave, was that on your bingo card? Celine Dion for Glenn?
No. I didn't think Glenn even knew who Celine Dion was.
Or Lady A. I didn't know that either. That would be on Glenn's full of surprises today.
I love it.
Just the thing about Tender, right?
Yeah, it sneaks up on you.
It can be private.
Yeah,
it's some things you just don't tell people.
All right. Well, my number 2 is classic. This one's going back to 73. This literally could be, and this really is one for Dave, because literally the whole, I don't even know how to say this. It's like this song would be on my top 5 if it were only the first 4 notes of the song.
Wow.
That's how tender the first 4 notes are.
Extremely tender.
This is, and it's a guitar, Dave, so we're going to talk about that. This is Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. And it starts out...
Don't sing it. Yeah.
Oh, get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 notes.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling me not to sing it. I was right. Okay, so the first...
I almost started singing it.
The first 4 notes, E, F sharp, G. So that builds this tension, but every note is slower than the note... before it.
It's classic. It's instantly recognizable.
It's got a little wah, like wah on it, and it's just, and that was the guitar player's name was Wah Wah. It was what he went by. But anyway, it goes towards that B that it lands on the downbeat, and it's just, I dug to see if there was anything that was like that before or after. Remember when we were talking one time about, I think I asked Glenn if, and you, Dave, too, but it was a drummer thing. And I was like, oh, if you ever heard a drum fill, this drum fill repeated. It was like a Steve Smith from like After the Fall or something. Like, nope. He owned it.
Yeah.
He played that part. And if you touched that part, you were a thief and you'd be like laughed at, and everyone would like laugh you out of the room because that's his and he owns it. This is the same case. You can't find someone doing this with guitar. So it starts out with that. It was actually co-written by this guy, Ed Townsend, who originally wrote the song as like a social justice tune. Let's Get It On. Completely different meaning of that. And Marvin Gaye walked in and went, no. Yeah. This is some pants down, satin sheets, butter. Like we're not making a statement here about anything. Really, like this is like Let's Get On. Which I think 1973 kind of a bold thing. The song went number one, of course, or I think it went number one. It was, huge hit. And Marvin Gaye did it in one take. Sang the whole song in a dimly lit studio with a microphone in his hand, walking around.
That does not surprise me one bit.
But also amazing, right? It's not surprising, but also like, really? Wow. He just walked around and sang that, and you're like, I'm done here. I'm going home.
He was so cool, man.
Yeah.
That's like just the ultimate cool.
Yeah. Cool cat. So anyway, I probably took more time on that one. I don't know if I timed myself on that one. I'm trying to be disciplined on here because I ramble on and these guys have to edit me. So
we're doing good.
So that's my number 2. Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye.
Nice.
And we're swinging it back to Dave. You're number 1.
My number 1. I don't know if you guys are ready for this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. This is I don't think you guys know this song. Jim, your wife knows this song though. This is the first appearance of Broadway on this show. So I saw the musical Les Miserables when I was in high school, and I don't know what the year was. I cannot remember, but I immediately loved it. I loved it. I did not consider Broadway in my life. I had no thoughts about it. I did not even know it existed, as a 14, 15-year-old kid. But I saw this in Boston and I loved it. And there's one particular song in it called Bring Him Home. And the story goes that they wrote the musical, it premiered in France, and then when they were doing the English version, they hired an actor named Colm Wilkinson. And when they found him, they wrote this song for him because of his voice.
Wow.
And my reason I put this on is also for one specific recording of it on the 1986 original Broadway cast recording. So the story, I'm not going to go into the whole thing of Les Mis, but the thing is that it's during the French Revolution, and there's a group of students who are fighting back against the government, and things are not going well. And this guy, the character's name is Jean Valjean, and he finds himself fighting with the resistance, and he comes across the guy that his adopted daughter is in love with. This one particular night, things have not gone well. Any one of them could die at any moment. And he sees this guy, and he basically prays. He prays to God to protect him, because this guy, Jean Valjean, through his entire life has promised to protect his adopted daughter. It's a long story. And he's basically saying, I'm getting old. She needs to be protected. This is the guy to do it. I need you, God, to save him from this bad situation. And the way the guy sings it, I've never heard anyone sing a song like this. Any male performer sing a song this way. It is so delicate, yet so powerful. And it just drives me to tears every single time I hear it, because of this one performance. Many actors have played this role over the years in Broadway, all over the world. No one has sung this song like this guy sings this one song. By far the best. Colm Wilkinson coming in at number 1.
Colm?
Colm Wilkinson. He's an Irish singer.
Very cool.
Just beautiful. But it has to be the performance on the original Broadway cast recording. It's the only one that matters.
All right. So, Glenn, it is your number one.
When I was talking about All By Myself, I classified it as solitude tender.
That was solitude tender.
It is.
I love these subgenres of tender that
Very
Glenn
much
has.
So. I wanted to point that out.
Are you going to get dividers for your vinyl that say,
Yeah, color coded.
I'm gonna start rearranging my vinyl to categories like this. High fidelity style. This is Friendship Tender.
Friendship Tender.
Yeah.
Wow.
This song provokes deep nostalgic feelings, and the song is called Under Summer Skies. This is regional Massachusetts tender. This is a song by In the Pink. They were a local Boston rock band who busted onto the radio with this song, Under Summer Skies.
Wow.
The core of the song is reminiscing about the times you had together with friends under summer skies. I mean, it's as simple as that. They had a heavy Journey influence, highly melodic rock. If you had to categorize them back then, yeah, they did kind of fall into that pop metal world. It's kind of power ballad, like there's piano in it. There's actually a piano solo in it, which is awesome. The keyboard player, Steve Ferlazzo, went on to become the keyboard player for Avril Lavigne and her music director. And he's been that for years for her. Years.
That's right.
And Robbie Hoffman, the guitar player, he's a great player. I actually thought about him for my underrated guitar list. He is very Neil Schon influenced, and now plays in this band called Voyage, which is a Journey tribute band. One of the best Journey tribute bands out there. The singer, Tommy Dempsey, was in a band that I tried to get signed to Atlantic years later called Super Zero. I saw In the Pink for the first time at the Channel in Boston in the middle of a snowstorm opening for Extreme. Yeah. And that's where I discovered them. So, and it's just kind of fun. Here's their first demo.
Yeah.
In the Pink.
I remember that. Yeah.
Now here's the huge question. Can anybody hear these? Is this song on Spotify or anything?
Yes.
What is? Okay, so you can hear it.
This is the demo that it was on.
Oh, look how... You know what? Hey, hats off to them. They look very 1991. Is that what you said?
91.
90.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Man, isn't that a... I don't think of 91 as a particularly like a, it's kind of pre-grunge. So it's like, but seeing that picture of them, if you would have asked me when would you say this is, I would have said probably 1991, 92 maybe 90. That look, they had it.
Yeah, and interesting. Years later, 1998, under the name Sunshine Jive, they put out this CD.
That's an unfortunate name.
Which is basically a collection of these two demos I just showed and a few other tunes. 91, they just missed it. They just missed it. And I really feel like this song, it is a great song. It sounds great. It was produced, the band produced it, but Bob St. John engineered it. And if you're familiar with Bob St. John, he worked with Extreme. He
was a Boston engineer.
Produced and mixed, Three Sides to Every Story. He actually engineered Pornograffiti.
He did, I think,
and might have even worked on the first album too. Anyway, he's kind of a staple in Boston rock. A fantastic engineer.
100%.
And this is kind of cool. Their first demo, if you look on the back, this was exciting back in the day. Produced by Nuno Bettencourt and Bob St. John. And along the lines of cold emailing, cold calling. When I got this demo, so I bought this at the show at the Channel when they were opening for Extreme, and Dave and I, our band in high school, was getting ready to do a demo, and we needed to duplicate cassettes. So I'm like, I'm gonna call the number on the back of the In the Pink demo.
Call the number. Free email.
Same company.
Yeah, and I think it was Robbie Hoffman that I talked to. And he was really cool. He told me, Alston cassette copy.
That's right.
They did a great job. So we did.
Yeah, we did.
But and also, I don't know, the Soundcheck Live that goes on. I don't know where it is now. They might have stopped doing it. It's kind of like those.
Lucky strike.
Dave, we went and
because we went. You went. This is again the beauty of Glen. He just went up to the guy because what was his name? The keyboard player,
Steve Ferlazzo.
Yeah, Glen just walked after we were outside. The show's over. We're outside. Glen just walks up to him. He's like, "Hey man, I love In the Pink." I'm like, Glen, who? What? Yeah. He's like, no, he was in the Pink, and the guy was like, yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and
it's just what happens when you're with Glen.
And he said they were getting ready to do a reunion show. And,
That's right.
They did.
Yeah.
So I saw it on YouTube. So Under Summer Skies, In the Pink, 1991.
Nice.
Hey, That's a one we can all check out and enjoy a new discovery. I don't know if anybody outside of Boston's had the pleasure of hearing that song. So for it to be your number one, that's pretty cool. All right, it's down to me to wrap things up. So my number one song for my tenders is "This Woman's Work" by Kate Bush. Written in 1988 for the John Hughes movie "She's Having a Baby," starring Kevin Bacon. All the at his most bacony. This song is just. It was also on her album "The Sensual World," and she thanks John Hughes in the liner notes in that album. But it came from that movie because he went to Kate Bush and said, "I have a really pivotal scene in this movie. I really would like you to write a song for it." And she saw the birth scene and She's Having a Baby. She watched the rough cuts of it. And a couple days later, she had the song. She wrote it, went and recorded it, did the vocals in one take again, like Marvin Gaye. And when you listen to the vocals in this song, it's really hard to imagine someone singing this song in one take the way she did. The notes she hits, I mean, she's got some of those like high notes, it's gonna break glass kind of notes, but when she hits a high note, it's you don't think breaking glass, you think how emotional it is. You don't think about the singer hitting a high note and wow, that's impressive. Like, it's just when she goes there, the emotion elevates all the way there, and that's all you think about. There's very little to the song. It's so delicate. It's so tender. It feels like it's going at any given moment. If anyone in the room breathes while this song is playing, it's going to fall apart and break. Like it's that fragile. It's just one of the most beautiful vocals I think ever. So it's one of those ones that I can easily listen to and while I'm up and have many times. It's just like you put it on, and if you're in a mood, they will just. It's involuntary.
She overpowers you in that song in the most delicate way. Her note choices come from some other place. She hits notes that you wouldn't even expect to hit, or like her phrasing too. Her phrasing is also different and unexpected. It's so ethereal and so beautiful. Like when she hits those like kind of whispery notes, you could just hear everything pour out of her.
There's a purity to her moment. Whatever her moment is, when she knows her moment is there, you can tell she takes it. And I would imagine she probably does that with a lot, maybe all of her songs. Kate Bush, This Woman's Work, my number one. Thank you guys for a fantastic show. I can't wait to listen to all the shows. I can't wait to go and listen to the ones that you guys pick and check them out, because they're always great. Even Watchtower, Glenn.
Unlistenable.
Not tender. But for everyone who's still here and is stuck through to the end here, thank you very much. And please leave us your top however many tenders in the comments. We'd love to see those. If anyone's watching our little show here, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the 5x3.
I cried.
Yeah.
All the way home from work.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's some there. There's some that just hit hard. They hit hard. I cried today on the way to work.
Wow.